Perfect.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Achila Yana. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell button, all notifications to get notified when I go live and when I upload a new video, because you don't want to miss the information I'm bringing to you, baby. Okay? And even if you don't like my content, you're bound to come back and talk your mess in the comment section. So why not get notified so you can talk your mess in the comment section? Because you know you're going to do it anyway. But without further ado, let's get right into this topic, because I came across this interview on Instagram. Someone shared it on my timeline, and I just saw a whole bunch of people in the comment section getting mad and angry at this Nigerian man that's interviewing Sexxy Red, Africanizing her, in which I'm going to show y'all just a teensy bit of the clip, and then I'm going to show y'all the rest of the audio, because of course this man is a content creator and I'm pretty sure his stuff is copyrighted. And guess what? I'm not trying to get copyrighted for trying to show y'all what it is. So if you want to see the full interview, I will link it down below. But for the most part, I'm going to show y'all mostly the audio from this interview. So one thing I want to say off the rip that I noticed in this interview is that neither one of these people are educated. I'm just going to say it, because I know a lot of y'all are mad because he Africanized her. But y'all, this woman said that she don't even know where she come from. She just said where she at, people, elders are Native American with the long, pretty hair. So we already know what that's code for. So the thing I want to really point out is that so many of you guys are willing to put this woman on a pedestal and put her as the leader of the Origine community. And all I have to ask is why? Because this woman is not educated. She don't know American history, more than likely, because if you don't even know your own ancestry, I highly doubt you know American history. Not thoroughly, but dang, at least something. And it sounds like she don't really know anything. And of course, it's just one interview, so I'm not going to base her whole intelligence off this interview. But at the same time, I'm noticing a reoccurring pattern when it comes to these entertainers coming onto these interviews and talking like they're a part of the Origine, aka Aboriginal American community, when in reality, they're not. They're just pandering to us. And of course, they are making us look even more bad to people, because y'all have to think about it. When it comes to our representation, it's already shot, okay? People love to put the narrative that you melanated Americans, no matter if they identify with being African or American Indian, that we're just ignorant all around. We're ignorant when it comes to our history. We're ignorant when it comes to our culture. And we're ignorant when it comes to our ancestry. So right off the bat, what I look for when a person who is an entertainer or someone that is pretty much mainstream, when they talk about being Aboriginal American, I'm looking at the information they are telling these people. I'm looking at the things that they know and the information that they are giving out. What sources are they giving out? And we just have to really look at what is happening in front of our eyes. Now, let's talk about this African man Africanizing her, because a lot of Africans love to claim any type of brown person they come across, but at the same time gatekeep the culture that they have and say that we don't have a right to express or celebrate, which is weird, because how are you going to Africanize someone and then at the same time isolate them from the rest of the people you're trying to group them in with? It just doesn't make any sense. But however, a lot of Africans who have been indoctrinated with the same history that we were taught operate like this. And what's so crazy is neither one of them know how to research ancestry. Neither one of them know anything about genealogy, because literally they say that in the video. And I can't really make out what he said when she asked him how you do your ancestry, but more than likely, he's one of those people that feel like doing your DNA ancestry test proves your race, when in fact it doesn't. Many scientists have already stated that. So I don't know why so many melanated people, whether they identify with African or American Indian, keep pushing that narrative, because it's not true. But however, a lot of melanated people, no matter the demographic, still believe in the transatlantic slave trade lies. Okay? I'm not saying the whole transatlantic slave trade is a lie itself. It's just the things that we were taught about it is not 100% true. And I also want to point out the numbers too, because remember, historians like Henry Louis Gates Jr., he stated that only 388,000 Africans came to mainland North America. And another source states that only 600,000 Africans came to what is now the United States. And as you look on the screen, you can see that here, and it even lists the sources. So I don't want to hear nobody in the comment section talking about how I'm lying, because you can see the sources right here. Because let's be honest, some people are just slow and they just don't want to hear the truth. And that's why I have so many people in my comment section talking about something, you ain't post no sources, when truthfully, y'all ignore it on purpose. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at this video, and I'm going to come back with further commentary.
You ever did your Ancestry?
You know how to do this stuff?
I never did it.
Man, I want to. I want to see what I'm mixed with.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, everybody, they grandparents and stuff be like Indians and shit.
Indian.
Native American with that long, pretty hair, that curly shit.
What you think she'll be? Yoruba or Igbo?
Yoruba girl, boss it.
Yoruba?
Yeah.
Tolu?
What the?
Tolu?
Yeah, Tolu.
What you saying?
Or bimbo.
Sexy bimbo.
Sexy bimbo.
Sexy bimbo. Sexy bimbo.
Sexy bimbo.
That's what you said?
Yeah, bimbo.
Sexy bimbo.
Ain't bimbo mean stupid or something?
Nah. Bimbo.
Bimbo be girls like, even the girls like, they be thick, you know, fine, you know.
Okay.
You know the mango girls, the mango looking girls, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, bimbo.
You said who?
Bimbo red.
Bimbo red.
Bimbo red.
Okay. I might have to take that then and run with that one.
Yeah, so y'all watched that clip. Well, mostly heard of it. But listen, y'all, I don't trust this interview at all. Because listen, I know a lot of y'all are mad that this African man Africanized her. But one thing I can't get over the fact is that she don't even know what nation she come from, y'all. She did not even do her ancestry. And then on top of that, she had the nerve to use the term Native American. And we all know the term Native American came from the Know Nothing Party. And the Know Nothing Party was a bunch of pale people complaining about quote unquote white immigrants coming over to the United States and taking their jobs. Okay, so anybody that's still using the term Native American, I'm very suspicious. I'm very suspicious of them, because if you have been hearing any type of content from Origine people, y'all know that we do not use those terms Native American, because we know that term is not used and was not originally used to talk about the original people of the Americas. And not only that, but did y'all notice how quick she was to be like, oh yeah, let me use that, when they gave her some type of African name? Like, ma'am, you just said that the people where you come from, elders, be quote unquote Native American with the pretty long hair. And we already know what that's code for. Because she's not talking about us, y'all. She's talking about them $5 Indians. Okay, like, really listen to the words. She did not say nothing about no copper colored. She wasn't talking about no cinnamon colored. She wasn't talking about no mahogany. She was talking about with the long, pretty hair. We already know who she referring to. Well, I know. I think a lot of people just overlooked her saying that. Because, like I said before, using the term Native American, it's suspicious to me. Because let me tell y'all something. This is not, of course, the first time an entertainer has came to the interviews talking about they have quote-unquote Native American ancestry. Because remember when Waka Flocka went on that interview talking about he was Redfoot and Blacktail Indian?
I'm talking for the natives.
Yeah.
I like when
When it comes to talking about African Americans, I have no education with that. Period. I don't. I don't. I'm not even connecting to that no more because that's a system. That's like connecting. Say, hey, he's a bad guy. Don't hang with him. Oh, hey, I'm gonna find out for myself. I'm not African American at all. My folks is not from Africa, and a lot of people in this room, folks ain't from Africa. Might be a couple, but people just don't understand. I ask my grandma, like, yo, grandma, what's your background? She like, Redfoot and Blacktail Indian. What? Yeah, my mother and my father did. We 100% Indians. That's my other grandma. We got Cherokee in us, and European, and Italian, a little Dominican. It's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I'm African. Y'all look at me funny. Like, nigga, I'm African. Like, you're not though. Like, you're not. 80% of slaves was already here. It was natives. It's crazy.
Haiti, where you get that number from?
Shit, I just checked the books.
Which book?
Yeah.
I got a whole laptop full of this shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, just for me reading. It's not a solid book like, hey, it's only 1,000 slaves came here. And nah, nigga, you gotta read. You have to literally read. Like,
Now, I talked about this some years back on my Facebook because I was seeing so much slander Waka Flocka was getting. And I was like, yo, like, give the man a chance because maybe he just confused with the information he delivering when it comes to the ancestry he comes from. Because there is actually a Red Tail clan in Cherokee Nation. Now, I don't know why he said Redfoot and Blacktail. I don't know. But that's the thing. Too many of these entertainers are going on these interviews talking about they have Aboriginal American ancestry and how they're not African and blah, blah, blah. But it's dropping the ball. They're dropping the ball when it comes to actually educating people on our history. And one thing I also noticed in that interview with Waka Flocka is that when they was asking him for sources, he was like, oh, I just read. I got it on my laptop. Like, sir, that was the perfect time for you to bring up Henry Louis Gates Jr. Hell, and y'all know how our people be, no matter they identify with African or American Indian. Y'all know good and well that when you add a pale person source to that, they may take it as more credible than a melanated person. So if Waka Flocka went on that interview talking about Jack Forbes and his book, Africans and Native Americans, people may have actually listened to him more. But when he was like, oh, you just got to read, 80% of the slave labor came from American Indians, blah, 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 blah. People are going to want you to back them sources up. And that's why I'm not the type to just repeat everything that is told in the Aboriginal American community, because people be getting their facts mixed up. They be getting their sources mixed up. And then when you ask them, like, hold on, like, where you get that information from, it really be pulled out they booty hole. Okay, they be pulling out the booty hole. But yet, when you pull out your sources, they be trying to look at you crazy. Like, well, at least I can back up mine with sources, academic sources. Because there's a lot of information that we talk about that's actually backed up by academia. But however, for some reason, people be like, oh, why are you using white men's sources? Blah, 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 blah. But yet, our word is not enough for them, because there's a lot of oral history that is accurate when it comes to our indigenous nations, and people ain't trying to hear that. So when we pull up the receipts, it's, oh, that's whitewashed sources, blah, 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 blah. Well, what would you suggest I do? Pull it out the booty hole? Pull it out my ear? But like honestly, like, people need to be real. People need to get serious. And although I'm saying, like, yes, we should provide sources for people to research more, but what I'm not saying is for people to overextend themselves and look outside for validation when it comes to their ancestry. Y'all know I would never promote that on my channel, you guys. Because at the end of the day, due to us having a certain skin tone, people are always going to look at us as just being black or Negro or whatever. And if we do not conform to those type of identities, then we're self-hate Negroes. We don't want to be African. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? And yeah, we don't want to be African because we're not African. Like, why do we have to attach ourselves to identities that don't pertain to us? And especially when we have the documentation to back it up. It just doesn't make any sense. But it is what it is. This is just the type of world that we live in. And it's up to us to better navigate it on our terms. Not on their terms, but our terms. You researching your family history is for you, not to prove yourself to the next person. But however, you guys, y'all be getting on these platforms and not be knowing what y'all be talking about. And y'all don't even be giving people the sources to even look it up, because y'all be getting y'all information mixed up. Okay? And no shade to Sexxy Red or Waka Flocka, but this is why people look at us crazy when we talk about our ancestry. And which is also why I have to break my foot off in people booty holes, because they be coming at me thinking I'm like other people who claim Aboriginal American ancestry, when I'm not like them. Now, I'm not trying to say that I'm better than the next Aboriginal person or the next melanated person, but I'm pointing out to y'all guys that how you act, how you talk, and the things you say represent us. And although that we live in this world that already has their mind made up about us, it doesn't mean that we should just fall right into their trap. Because when they meet someone that is educated about American history, when they know their family history, when they know their ancestry, when they put in the work, they be like, oh, I can't indoctrinate them. Oh, I can't embarrass them, because they already know what's up. And so, yeah, this video is not to demean or degrade Sexxy Red or even Waka Flocka. It's to expound upon the areas that they lack, which is knowledge about American history. Now, although Waka Flocka is more knowledgeable than Sexxy Red, he still dropped the ball, because when was the last time this man talked about being from America? Okay? And I don't know if his PR team put him to the side and is like, hey, you got to chill with the whole Aboriginal American stuff, or you're going to lose your audience or whatever. But let me tell you, like, when you know who you are and you're comfortable with yourself, you're not going to be worrying about what audience is going to fall off, because people are going to naturally gravitate towards you when you live in your power, when you live in your truth. And too many people who are claiming Aboriginal American ancestry are not living in their truth. So that just is what it is. Like, it's no shade, no hurt feelings or whatever. But at the same time, it's just like, wow, why are these entertainers keep coming on these interviews and give half baloney information? It just blows my mind. And then people wonder why people look at us a certain way. And like I said before, you can't please everybody. You shouldn't be looking for outside validation. But remember, y'all represent the nation you come from. So represent well. Show these people what they up against. Okay? And yes, there's power in playing dumb. But when the spotlight is on you for you to shine and actually take it to the next level and show these people like, hey, this is where I come from. This is what my people do. Da 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 da. And so many of these melanated Americans are dropping the ball when they talk about coming from an Aboriginal American nation. And look, y'all, that's the whole reason why I wrote my book, Discovering American Genealogy. Shameless plug. Check it out on Amazon. Link in description. Because I wanted to give people an introduction to American history that they never had before. Like, just imagine more melanated people, no matter the demographic, educating themselves on American history, educating themselves on their ancestry without letting outside influences tell them who they are. Like, just imagine. So, yeah, that's why I wrote my book. So people can learn more about American history and how to research their own genealogy. So the resources are there. And honestly, it's no excuse for Sexy Red to sit here and get on here and tell myself she don't know how to do her ancestry. Like, babe, you have a phone. You was on your phone pretty much on the interview. So you could have definitely looked up, hold on right quick. Let me look up how to research my ancestry, blah, 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 blah. She could have definitely done that, but she didn't do it. Like, we literally have portable computers in our hands and people are dropping the ball. But yeah, y'all, that's why I don't skip, rush, and jump to a hurry to somebody's defense that I don't know. Because, quite frankly, neither one of these people in these interviews, the Nigerian man and the Sexy Red, know what they talking about. She don't know who she come from. And he Africanized someone he don't even know. It's just a hot mess. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about the Nigerian man Africanizing Sexy Red? What do you think about Sexy Red? How she came off in this interview? Let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the like button and share this video with your friends. Share them. Let them know, like, hey, what you think about this. So yeah, until the next time, you guys. Bye-bye.